Hi Libra, this is Jess with your second week, I think, March 2021 general read. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. If you would like the extended to this love reading, you can click the link in the description box below for that, along with a lot of other links if you're interested and looking further. So Libra, battle weary, right? You're tired of fighting. You're tired of dealing with quite a bit. Some of you feel like you have a lot coming up against you. Now, when it comes to career and finance, it looks really, really challenging right now for those of you who are employed. I see that you're letting go and letting God. You're not going to give in to the stress, anxiety, worry, micromanagement, control, and toxic energies that are so clearly around you at this time. You're letting go, and almost like I'll let the chips fall where they may. And by doing that, it's kind of like you release yourself of all this toxic energy around you. So that looks really good. Now, those of you who are looking for work, money is getting a little tight, and you guys don't expect that there's going to be yet another expense, $40, $400, $4,000. You get the point. And so there's going to be some money, or what you're expecting to come in. There may be a longer delay because you've been waiting. And for some of you, I feel that if you're unemployed and you have money coming in, you may feel like it's just not enough money, and you really feel like now it's something I need to do something about this. I also hear that maybe someone's bringing you down. So if you live with someone or responsible for them, they also may be making it a little difficult for you and with your finances as well. Self-employed Libras, what happened? For some of you, you had to put your business down, or it's not operational at the moment for probably personal reasons or legal issues as well. I see here. For some of you, it could be that you're going through something in your personal life and you really just can't even focus on, work or your business at this time. Yeah, I do see that. For some of you, there could have been some reality. You're fighting with someone if you had a business partner, and now you have to kind of give up the business, or you have got to sacrifice something. It looks like it's going to be this business. And so for those of you who are self-employed, and if you like to share, I would love to know who I'm resonating with that, because I do see that you guys are in a bad place over it. Okay. I do see, though, in the next week or so that you guys will be kind of getting your mojo back. You have been standing your ground, and it's like, you know what, I'm going to make sure that I get everything done. Whoever's trying to attack me, I'm up for the challenge, but you're kind of getting tired. And I do feel like you have a decision to make coming up, and it may have something to do with finances, career, work, going back to work, getting back on your grind, that sort of thing is what it looks like to me. If any of you are thinking about working from home, that would be very promising and very positive change for you if you're thinking of doing that. Speaking of home, I do see that there may be two women or two to three women that you live with or you deal closely with. And I feel like some of you want to disconnect or leave behind some of the people that you live with, or the people that you live with. There could have been a fight, fallout, some type of discord. One of those people want to reconnect and apologize. And you may accept it. You guys can kind of smooth things out, but you may come to the realization that, I think it's just best that I leave, or I go on my own, or I focus on what's important to me and not so much this person or what I'm going through with this person. For some of you, you almost feel stifled in this home dynamic with the people around you. Others of you, though, if you have a business partnership with someone and you guys work out of the home sort of thing, and you're like same sex is what I see here as well, that can be quite lucrative, and that's going to be very successful for others of you. So do be careful, because I do see you guys are focusing on money. It's like you're working, you're focusing on money, but something is going on in your work and career that has things kind of turned upside down, but you're trying to either reconcile that or you're trying to move past it. Some of you may be experiencing this sometime this month, if not in April. So I would say if you're making money now, everything is cool. Just make sure that you save some money, because you will be spending in upwards of in the fours, hundreds, tens, that sort of thing, thousands. And I feel like and you feel deep down inside, the truth. You feel the truth. You've gotten the truth for some of you. You've come to a conclusion for yourself. You know what you need to do. And now this week coming, this week going into next week, I see you planning and now acting on your plans and the decisions you're making. Now you're going to kind of make them happen. Let's get into love. Singles. Well, the issue here for some of you is you keep letting the past back in. Okay. And as long as you're letting the past back in, then you're going to stay stagnant. Or as long as you keep going back to the past and entertaining the past, you will stay stagnant. It's almost like I want a certain person. I know who I want. I know what I want. I know what I deserve. But then there's this reverting back to the very thing that is completely opposite of what you deserve. So there's that. If you were to put yourself out there, for those of you who are seeing new people, you have, and this is a blessed new beginning that is by force, right? It's destined. Some of you are going to meet an earth sign for Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. It doesn't have to be that, but someone who's very established, someone who has been working hard and developing themselves, and they've done the work to get to a place where they can be the ideal person for you. And this is karmic. This is destined. I mean, you have Libras, you guys have so many great things happening. You have the nodes working in your favor. Jupiter and Saturn is working in your favor. So this should be a far different cry than when Capricorn was kind of messing everything up for you guys. I feel that this person can come in quite easily. They're designed to do just that. The problem is that you may not even recognize it when you see it, because again, the past person is so heavy in your energy, and you've asked, you've prayed, you've called it in. For this new person to come into your life, and you're being granted it. But again, you may not even be able to recognize it or be ready for this new beginning. Now, not for others of you, a past person, they're heartbroken over you. For some of you, this could be a Sagittarius, but it could be any sign. But I do see this person being heartbroken over you and wanting to be back with you. What else is new, as I always say? But also patiently waiting for the return of the two of you being one again. So now, ladies, Libra ladies, you may have, been socializing, meeting people and having a good time with it. But I do feel right now, and I think a lot of people are going through this because Pisces season kind of brings all the emotions up, right? And you kind of can't ignore them when you're going through Pisces season. So for some of you, you're thinking now about the love that you had, the full love that you had, the person that you had that happily ever after with, or you wanted that at least, and kind of down that you have to kind of let that person go. You've been holding on to them quite tight, and you've been holding on to them tight. And for some of you, this isn't money that you're going to lose, but you've got to let this person go, particularly Libra ladies. You've got to let this person go. And you know it. You do know that once you get on the other side of this, and it may come up heavy on you at night, particularly during full moons, new moons, that sort of thing, is when your emotions become very heavy and full. You know you have to leave. And I feel like eventually you will. It's just a process. And some of you will be focusing more on your work and your career and moving forward. I see moves and that sort of thing, then focusing on new love, because you're still trying to work your way through this old love. Libra men, singles. You have someone that mimics your energy completely. They may be your same sign, any sign, but you guys mimic each other's energy. There's a lot of attraction here. You're both very independent. You're both very attracted to one another. You're both full of yourself. And this is karmic. Yes, I know. I'm speaking to Libra single men. I know who I'm talking to. No, I'm not talking to a person that's in a relationship, but you might as well be, because you're still so attached to this woman that the two of you are still very much a couple, very much still tied to each other. And you have a lot. When I say a lot, you have a lot of karma to deal out with this person. You and this person, it's a karmic relationship. It's like playing tennis. You hurt her, she hurts you. You lie to her, she lies to you. You want her, she wants you. It's just karmic. That's all it is. It's a karmic relationship. You can't seem to let her go and leave her alone, even though you want something real. You saying, I want something real. I know I could be everything to someone, but I just can't leave her alone. I just can't leave her alone. So there's that. So I don't see you get into anything new. You too busy still wanting her. I don't know. Let me know, who is she? Who is she? Let me know in the comment section below. Couples, well. Interesting. You guys are at a crossroads. Probably at this time you're not speaking. Someone's playing mind games here, and you have one of you. It looks like you haven't made a full decision to completely leave this alone and let it go. Now we've been on this cycle with you guys for quite some time, of slowly but surely having to move yourself and disconnect from this person. You at this point, for some of you Libras, but again it can go vice versa. You have had to lie your way through this relationship, or again, there's a lot of mental manipulation and game playing going on here. Your person is completely, now I'm going to read it two different ways. Your person is mentally still stuck and trapped, possibly in this relationship, but they're acting like everything is okay. Everything is not okay. Not at all. Others of you, that's for the first group. Then the other group, this person, they are still tied to you, but someone else is making them happy. So I'm reading for couples, but the two of you may be on the out, separated, disconnected at the time. Your person is still very much attached to you, but they are kind of getting their needs met elsewhere. And you may perhaps be aware of this because I do see where the two of you kind of have cut each other off. Okay. Some of you are going to be focusing more on work than this relationship, but you kind of can't ignore it. You can't. Someone has reckless behavior, so they may call, text, come whenever they feel like it. There are no boundaries here to some extent. Others of you, there's a lot of temporary energy between the two of you, right? You're in, you're out, you're here, you're there. We haven't really made this thing stick. This thing isn't going forward. It's just staying still. Right? And that's because someone has allowed the in and out for far too long. I feel like this is the type of relationship where one person is still very much in it. Even if the two of you aren't speaking, you're in it. Some of you are just wearing a false mask and pretending like everything is okay because you care a lot about what people think, while behind the scenes your relationship is crumbling. It's reducing to rubbles. And there's the other person is kind of falling into depression. You would know which one you are. Someone here is, again, thinking about how can we repair? Can this be repaired? What can I do? And the other person is falling into a depression because they don't want to really face the truth of the matter, but they can't deny the truth. It's all over. And Pisces season tend to do that. It tends to lift the veil. And, Scorpio is really when the secrets come out. But Pisces season, Scorpio brings it in real time in your face. Pisces makes you feel what you don't want to feel, but you can't deny the feeling, right? Because the veil is so thin. And I feel for some of you, it's just that. You can't deny the feeling. This is you or them, and you know what's coming up ahead. And let's see, do you want it? Yeah, you don't want this to end. No, you love your person. Okay, so there's still love here. I do see there's love here between the two of you both. You both still love each other. But either you're not working on the issue and thinking, well, work and all this other stuff will get us through and we'll be fine. Or you're not speaking, you're separated at the moment, and someone is allowing another person to kind of come in and make them feel good. Let's just say that. Make them feel good. But even in that, they don't 100% feel good because they know either I have a husband, I have a wife, I have a relationship. What I'm doing is wrong. Either way, if they're stepping out, they know what they're doing is wrong. So, there is a conscious. You're both, have conscious. Your conscious is, am I saying that right? Both of your conscious is being affected by this relationship. Let me just say that. And for some of you, there is a mother energy here. There's a third party energy here, which it all at this point, for some of you, this is not a mother or a sister where you've fallen out. You have like this very tense relationship, but the mother wants to work things out with you and you kind of just don't want to be bothered with your mother. And you're kind of your mother's blessing. That's a sidebar. And particularly Libra ladies, if you're having issues with your mother, you're like a blessing to her, or she will be a blessing to you. So I think that you need to take that into consideration. I just want to say that as a sidebar, because I see this third party. And if it's not an issue with a mother dynamic, then it could be a third party. But it's almost like a sister wives thing. Like, we all know about each other. We all know what's going on, that sort of thing. Everything is out. We know what's going on. And perhaps at this point, Libra, right now, it looks like you may be ignoring it, not wanting to deal with it, but, icing your person out, not communicating with them, that sort of thing, and seeing where it's going to take you from there. But I just keep getting a very, very strong emotion that's very clear that you both know something has to give. This is not going to continue to be this way. And I feel that for some of you, you're staying optimistic, while others, you're staying optimistic and trying to work through whatever problems that are here that really can't be ignored. Because when you have this, for me, the religious factors that this speaks to, obviously differences, right, of all kinds. But it's the differences that kind of interrupts everything. So if you're interested in any extended, click the link in the description box below. There you can find everything that we look at. If you would like a personal read with me, you can also find that in the link in the description box. Click on the link and set something up for yourself. And if you're new to my channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take a Libra.